we discuss what is active transformation, what is passive, and what is connected, what is unconnected, right? So what is active? Using active transform, so three properties will be there. If those three properties is any one property is satisfied, those type of transformation called as active. That means during the transformation logic, the number of records should not change. Okay, that means if your source having 10 record, I am writing immediate, you guys are able to see. So suppose my target is after transfer, suppose here is the transformation logic will be there and here target will be there. Suppose I'm just given some example. I want to give some example. Suppose in transformation logic also 10 records will be passed, and when you are implementing, the 10 record will be input, but after transformation is completed, here also during the transformation logic, the 10 record is processed, but after process the record, suppose 9 record is writing or 11 or maybe n number of record, those type of transformation called as active. Okay, that means when we are implementing the business logic, on that time the number of record after the transformation logic, the number of records should be changed, maybe less, maybe more. That is the first point. Second point, that means let me again write, during transformation logic, the number of record should change. The number of record change, right? That is the first property. Second property is record position. Record position also change. Suppose you have a in source is A, B, C, and suppose where you are writing some order by clause in Oracle, right? Order by descending or ascending, right? If you are writing this type of logic also Informatica, it's implemented using sorted transformation. Okay, later we will discuss. So on that time, if you are seeing the descending, it will give you C, B, and A. That means the record position of source is A, but when this record is loading into the target, the record position 1 is got C, but in source this is A. So on that type of logic, this where we implemented those type of transformation also called as active. And one is transaction boundary. Transaction boundary is nothing but you can say user defined commit and rollback. I think database everyone know what about commit and rollback. Commit and rollback. That
yes, CTL command.
Correct. User defined commit and rollback. Also Informatica doing. Okay. Commit means save. Rollback means before save the changes, what you did, you want to revert back to before. Suppose you have A and once you update the record, suppose you can make it as D. But before save the records, you want to roll back. So again, you want to A. So those type of thing called as rollback. Commit means you can do, suppose you can change the D, then you can put a control S. That means save. Okay. That is the meaning of this. Suppose we have these 3 points. Based on these 3 points, or you can say 3 property, any one property is satisfied, that transformation is called as active. If these 3 property is not satisfied, but still some transformation will be there. Suppose you can say you have a 10 record and your process also transformation 10 record, but you are adding some. Suppose you have a first name, you have a source in first name and last name column, but in target you have a full name. So suppose you have a 10 record, you have a full name, right? So you did not change the record, but only you concatenate the first name and last name. That means you have source in 10 record, target also you have 10 record, but with same value, but you are generating one new column, full name, or you can say total sal, like you have a gross salary.
Means only those logic apply in the
column level. Column level, you can say.
Okay.
Column level. Okay, you can say column level.
In transmission, for example, there are the different columns, and that our required target is the first name, last name is only concatenated both are. You can apply in the any logic in transformations.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. extra column you can add, and also you are not changing the data. But if you are trying to change the data in the, you can generate one new column, but existing data you cannot change. That means number of record you should not be changed, record position should not be changed, transaction boundary should not be. Apart from this, whatever you want to implement, you can implement. That means maximum in the column level logic, right? So those type of transformation called as passive. Last time only these two things we discussed, and after that we discussed the what is source qualifier transformation. So you can tell and say the source qualifier property, we have a SQL query, we have a source filter, and also last time we filter the department number equal 10, right? That means the number of record here is the changing, right? That property will be there. Maybe you are implementing or you are not implementing. That is not part of see, based on project requirement you have to implement, right? Some my requirement is I filter the record, but your requirement is suppose something else. No need to filter, no need to write any join. You can directly simple pass. That doesn't mean that that's on that time. In your case, it is passive, but my case is active because I am filtering the records. No, that transformation having the capability. If you implement or doesn't implement, it's not bother about that. But that transformation having that property, okay. Those type, that means, so you can say based on the theory, you can say what is it's a active and passive. The transformation type is active or passive source qualifier. Because filter will be there, number of sorted ports, ascending, descending out of there, select distinct will be there. Is it passive or active? Anyone? Is it a passive or active?
Sorry, Vidyut, can you just repeat your question once again, please?
Yes. Source qualifier is active transformation or passive transformation?
Source qualifier is an active transformation.
Yes, based on property, right? Because source filter will be there, select
Right.
distinct will be there, a number of sort ports. Number of sort port means it will be make it ascending and descending based on column position. You can make
Correct.
it as 1, 2 like this. So based on that, it is an active transformation. So before, suppose you are going interview or maybe you are doing something, before doing something, at least you have to think, okay, what is my requirement and which transformation should be fit here. Okay, so based on this property, it will be the active transformation, right? So last time we implemented the source qualifier is, again I am just repeating because it's a initial classes. So source qualifier is active transformation based on property. It's an active transformation and it should be connected. Connected or unconnected means, I think last time we discussed, if the transformation connected to any of the object, like it will be connected to now source, right? It will be connected to the target. That means through arrow mark. That means it will be physically connected. Connection will be there. For that reason, let's say you can call as connected. Physically connection will be there means it will be connected. If it's some transformation will be there, you can independently you can keep in your mapping area, but it's not connected to any of the object. Like now I'm creating this transformation, but it's not connected to any of the object. Those type of transformation called as unconnected transformation. So unconnected is, again, it's a very less number of transformation, like not more than 3 or 4, no need to worry. Maximum 90 per more than 90% transformation is connected and active. Very less is the passive and unconnected. Okay, so last time up to this we covered, right? So up to this last time we covered. So today let me discuss about another transformation. Suppose now you want to, last time also we checked the like source filter department equal to 10, right? Suppose this is a file. Last time also I shown how to import the file, go to source and source, import from file like this, right? And select all files. then you have to import from second line. I think those are the things we last time we follow. If you have any doubt, just follow the video. If anything else, just let me know. Okay, so this is the thing. So when we drag the file, you have to compare what is the difference between source qualifier, file system source qualifier, and what is the difference between the table source qualifier. Properties see table source qualifier always active, because in table source qualifier you can, in table you can write the select query, for that reason it's active, but file we don't have provision to write the select query. So for that reason everything got disabled except tracing level. Tracing level, no need to worry, in session level will be there. Once transformation will complete, I will check the tracing level in session level. So on that time I will discuss, no need to worry. So each and everything. So suppose I want to write same type of logic, department equal to 10 or any other thing. So how I can write in here in source qualifier of file. So it's not allowing because it's disabled, right? So for that reason, all transformation came into picture. So for that reason, suppose I want to same type of logic implemented, department number equal to 10. Suppose I want to implement. So how you are implement, or how are you going to implement? So on that case, Informatica given another transformation called as Informatica given another transformation called as filter transformation. Okay, filter transformation is the active or passive. By naming itself you can tell me filter means you are the filtering the number of records, right? Filter transformation, suppose you have a ABC, suppose you have a ABC in your source ABC, and I want to filter only a record. Suppose in target I need only a record. In that case, you have to only filter the A record. That means filter transformation by naming convention itself, the filter transformation is filtering the record. That means it's working like, you can write directly, right? It's working like Oracle where clause. Where clause. Oracle where clause, I think everyone knows about Oracle where clause. Where clause, what where clause did?
You can means display the particular particular output. We can display the, for example, the
Correct.
name of the RAM.
Okay.
Anyone's. You can apply the particulars.
Prashant, have you heard about the where clause?
Vidyut, I'm very much new to Oracle also. As I told you, I'm a complete beginner. So
Okay.
Informatica and Oracle, both the things are new for me.
Okay. You have any idea about any database?
I have a little very basic knowledge of database. I do not have a in-depth knowledge
Okay.
about any database
Okay.
of now.
Where clause means you can filter the records. Okay, I will send one document to, I think today all guys, or maybe in Google Drive I will share. No need to worry. All Oracle basics. At least
Okay.
create how to create tables, where clause and bit of functions like basics.
Okay.
I think 6 to 7 page. All are like theory, as bit of theory, one line theory, and all are like one line of example. Okay.
Okay, that will be great with you. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'll. So where clause means it will be, suppose you have an EMP table. Suppose you have an EMP table. So in EMP table you have a 17 record, right? Suppose I want to see only department or only employee. Suppose employee number. I want to see only employee number. Employee number 7839. So only you can see one record, right? That means where clause means it will filter the records. It will, suppose based on your requirement, suppose you have a crores of record or lakhs of record in your table, but a client wants, suppose client wants, no, I need only Mumbai location data. So in where clause you have to put location equal to Mumbai. That means you are restricting the data. Your table having 1000 record, but client wants to see only the 100 record. So only you have to show the 100 records to the client. That means you are restricting the data. Okay, your table having those data, but client want only the 10 record. For that reason, you have to only the show that particular 10 record or particular 1 record. So that is called filter. Okay, that means your table having what is your table having 17 record. But when you are firing this query given you 1 record, that means you are changing the number of rows, right? Among the 17 rows, you are only able to see only the 1 record, right? Using this where clause. So filter transformation also looks like same. When in Informatica you are writing, but directly you cannot write where clause, but indirectly you can write. Okay, that means you can write employee number equal to 7839. So you can get this record. Like those kind of functionality you can implement in filter transformation. For that reason, it's active transform because number of record changed, right? You have 17 record, but after filter transformation, you are getting maybe 1 record, maybe 10 record based on your requirement. That means you implement the logic in filter transformation, and it will be given you the records based on requirement. Okay, but it should be the number of records, maybe more, maybe less. So for that reason, this transformation is active. And why it's connected? Because in the same manner, you can connect to the source and target or any other transformation. I think last time we created on a mapping file to file. I think hope you guys are remember, I think.
Yes.
Yes. After source qualify, we created the filter transformation. Give me 1 second. Yes. So same manner, go to transformation, create, you can select filter, right? Then give the appropriate name, and the naming standard should be FIL underscore. After FIL, anything you can give. So I can give FIL underscore, then you can give anything. Suppose I want only a record. For that reason, go to properties. So go to properties. See, I am giving say in operator. In also here working, and also working, or also working, and also directly you can also say ID equal to go to ports. You can click on ID equal, click on ID, and ID equal to server 102. Like those kind of anything in operator, this multiple things you can handle based on your requirement. That means after that you have to just connect to the target. Okay, so then after that you have to connect to the target. These many things just to be completed, but we did not discuss about that much of why it's active, why it's connected. It's connected in the after source qualifier to target, and why it's active because it's changing the number record, right? Then we created the job, I think, right? Once we created, here we given the source file and target file name, right? Source and target file name and all those, not name, I think address we are given, right? Once you given the address source file directory, then say Control S and right click start workflow. When this moment say start workflow, now you can see it's running, and you can check source and target. See, you have 4 records in target, but you have only 1 record. Let me go that particular folder, Informatica, see TGT file. You can see 102 RAM only. In source, what you have? Source you have 4 records, but in target only you are getting 102. Why you are getting 102? Because here we are getting the 102. You are specifying only the 102. Suppose I want to both RAM and Arindam both. So you can use in operator. In function, each and everything will be there. You can just click I, see in operator. No need to write no need to like remember each and everything. Each function, Informatica given those type of functionality and those kind of facility. No need to remember all those things, but at least try to remember what is the functionality of the function. You can find the in id comma 104 comma 104 102 and 104. I think Arindam will be 104. I think. Let me check you. Yes, Arindam. So these two I need, right? So again, let me validate it. Click on OK. Click on OK. Just Control C, Control S. Just select and refresh the mapping. That once you changing the mapping, that your program should be like this. It should be reflected like this. See, yellow mark will be there. Then only Control S, right click, start work. Once you see, now two records will be there, right? Go to target, check. Now Arindam, now earlier Ram will be there. Now Arindam, Ram both will be there. Why? Because you are specifying among 4 records, we are specifying we need 2 records. So those type of logic where you implemented those type of transformation called as active. So for that reason, filter is active and connected.
कितना कुछ करना पड़ता है. Indirectly Oracle select star from table and where ID in वो जो भी in में require है वो डाल दो, select कर दो.
So what is the best way to practice the Informatica? If you know bit of Oracle, or if you don't know, also try to learn Oracle. Or
it's easy for the Oracle. Compare than easy. Easy because all the functionalities are available.
So why the Informatica? In the earlier class also we discussed why the Informatica or ETL tool why came into market. Because suppose today is the Oracle. Suppose today is Oracle, Ram know and Arindam knows the Oracle. But Prashant don't know Oracle, but Prashant only worked with file system. Okay, so for that reason, so Prashant don't know what is fire condition, right? But why I'm comparing? Just I'm comparing with the database. If you are going in interview, maybe they will ask you in which functionality of Oracle or in database implemented behind the filter transformation. So for that reason, I'm telling you guys. Apart from this, nothing. So at least Prashant don't know. Okay, I don't know Oracle. So what should I do? So Prashant, if he has bit of idea, okay. Filter means suppose I want to filter some records. Okay, which transformation I have to write? Filter. If it's a Oracle source, SQL Server source, or Teradata or any file system, that filter transformation is working for each and every cases. But if you are writing in source qualifier, suppose I written the source qualifier here, right? If it's a Oracle, it's working like this. If it's a any other database or file system, maybe there is some functionality gap, right? It should not be work. So for that reason, Informatica designs such a way that it should be that logic and transformation should be work with each and every scenario, each and every sources. You can see, you can disconnect this source and directly you can connect one same content ID and name. You can directly connect one table. So you can just connect and you can connect to the filter. It will work. So for that reason only ETL and data evaluation came into picture, because earlier what we are implemented for Excel sheet we have to write some sort of macro function, right? Macro or something else we have to write. For SQL Server, you have to write some TSQL or maybe select query. But Oracle, we have to write SQL or PLSQL. Or maybe from Postgre, we have to write some other functionality. For file system, suppose from flat file, maybe we don't know what is the program we need to write. Maybe we need to call in Java or .NET or something. We have to code inside that we have to write. Each and everything embedded into a single plate or single technology, where your that application oriented project is complete, then only your enterprise oriented project is started, then only your data warehousing project will start. Because based on last time what we discussed last time, if you have a 3-4, suppose you have a SMS banking, you have a core banking, and you have a core banking also, or you can say another one, you can say other you can say market risk analysis. Suppose you how your product is going on in market. So those three projects will be there. But this SMS banking data will be stored in a suppose Oracle, right? And a core banking data, maybe there is a chance it will be stored in a SQL server. But risk analysis data, market value did the R&D with customer data. Why the customer is suppose one customer before 10 years, one customer is continuously with my bank or my organization. But what we did the mistake because of that, so that customer go to the other bank, suppose Axis Bank, some other bank. So what mistake we did? Then only we can find out that we can did the risk analysis and we can find the reason, like problem, what mistake we did. Then only we can track that customer and we can again call that customer. Okay, we will give you lots of offer and lots of functionality or lot of things we'll give you, and give you personal loan, vehicle loan, lot of things we have to give. So again that customer came to the your plate. So those type of data is called as market risk analysis. So those data, suppose you are storing with the Excel sheet. Okay, Excel sheet. So at the end of the day, the company owner will go, and company owner or CEO that doesn't having that much of time, or maybe your senior your project senior people, manager or delivery manager or architect or BA, maybe your client BA, business analyst, they don't have that much time. Each and every functionality they have to go and check. Okay, what is the SMS banking data? What is the core banking data? What is the risk analysis data? Right. So for that reason, data warehousing embed these three data into a single plate and platform given as data warehousing. And in between this three application and data warehousing, we are implementing the ETL and ETL. After loading the data warehousing, then you can use the reporting. You can use the reporting and show to the end user, like here client will be there, right? Here client will be there. So for reporting purpose only, client see the reporting. Client don't go to the data warehousing and ETL. All the clients who want to see only the reporting. So for that reason only, data warehousing huge demand in market. And after that data warehousing, if you want to in future if you want to move to the data science or maybe artificial intelligence, robotics application, lot of functionality will be there. That is the starting of data warehousing. ETL and reporting is the starting of data warehousing. Okay. So this is the main this is the basic reason why the data warehousing came into, ETL came into picture. So for all three applications, earlier writing here you have to write the select query of Oracle. Here you have to write the SQL select query, where here you have to write some macro function in Excel sheet, right? Or some maybe max min function you can write. But these three applications, three types of functionality you have to use. But after ETL came into picture, for all application you have to write only one time code, like this filter. You have to write one time code, but it will be working with all sources. Like these three application, it will work on same logic. That is the main reason behind the transformation. That means you have to write this kind of logic in Informatica or any other ETL tool. It should be work with multiple sources. Suppose today is the file, tomorrow maybe that file gets changed to the Oracle, but that code remains, filter transformation remains same, and the logic remains same. Up to when the requirement is not changing. Database changing doesn't matter. Source file today is this one, tomorrow is XML file, doesn't matter. But your requirement should not change. That requirement, what is the requirement? Requirement base, that ID in 102, 105 should not change. That should be there, but maybe that source will be changed. This part will change, or maybe this part will change. But this part, transformation part, does not change. Even the requirement is not changed. When the requirement is changing, then only you have to change the map program. So for that reason, yes.
My
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
First is the table. Is a
Correct.
table, right? Is a data, is a table data, and
Correct.
the second is a source qualifier. We can means we are applying logic in source qualifier or in filters. You are applying only filter. Our logic apply in filter or in source qualifier when we are applying our logic.
All logic, suppose you have two sources, one is source qualifier, let me show you. One is suppose file system, one is database system, right?
Right.
Suppose on that case, let me show you. Let
The first employee
let
table.
let me create table file one tab. Okay. First is ID number. Let me show you so at least you can able to understand. And second is name, right? Worker 20. So this is the table creation. So table created, insert into suppose file one tab values 101 suppose
Any name? Well, my name is Ram. No,
okay. Suppose let me this one record let me no need to worry, okay. Let me now import the source. Go to sources, import from first clear all. Go to sources, import from database. Let me. If same table will be there, then only easily you can understand. Like this one we created, right?
Right.
So now your table will be also file. Let me delete this one.
Table is already available in
okay. Now you can check what is the difference between two. All are same for two, right? In file one, there is property, nothing will be enabled, all are disabled. But in table, all are enabled. So in this logic, you can just decide where you can implement this logic. First, you need to do yes in filter, because if you are putting here in same logic, but here you cannot put, right? So for that reason, it's a filter. But for your information, in next 2, 4, 5 classes, we will start with joiner. So again, you need to do the join in two tables. I think only Arindam and Prashant.
This is a number of transformation, no? The filter transformation, join transformation.
Correct. You can first do the join like this. Once do the join, then only you can do the filter. Okay, you can then only you can do the, because you have to first make it two source as one, right?
This is the last one is our target tables.
Correct. Last one. Now you can
data.
see. Yes. Now you can check how it's looking like. Let me show you. Now you can check. Now you can check. See like this. But this will be teach by I think after 2 plus. Why I'm showing this thing? Like why I'm seeing these things? See, this is the file. This is the Oracle. You can join using file and Oracle. You can, before that in any application you did same type of thing, no, right? You cannot join Oracle and file system, right?
Right.
So those type of, for that reason only the transformation which came to the picture. For that reason only, let me delete. So maybe for Arindam or Prashant, it's bit of. For that reason, I'm for showing purpose.
Prashant side, Prashant, hello.
Yes, Ram.
प्रशांत एक काम करो, एसक्यूएल का है ना, जो बेसिक कांस्टेंट क्या है, जॉइन क्या है, ये स्टडी कर लो.
कांस्टेंट
मुझे एक्चुअली I would require a list
for the table creation wise, and join also is a mandatory. Join type, where clause, we having clause, all are the clauses also, join also, and constant. It's only basic. ना?
ठीक है, तो मुझे हेल्प चाहिए होगा इस चीज में, क्योंकि अगर इन्फॉर्मेटिका में बेसिक वर्क करना है या फिर थोड़ा वर्क करना है, तो ओरेकल या एसक्यूएल में कौन से इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे फॉलो करके रीड करना चाहिए या अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए, उसका लिस्ट मिल जाएगा तो मेरे लिए थोड़ा इजी हो जाएगा.
आपका मेल आईडी बताइए ना.
PRASH
प्रशांत दुबे ना.
हाँ, प्रशांत दुबे.
Then
और प्रशांत W3 स्कूल भी रेफर कर सकते हो नहीं अनिरुद्ध ये विद्युत
ये से
Right,
W3
W-
स्कूल भी कर सकते हो।
वो बहुत बेसिक से वहां पे मेरे को नॉट नीडेड माय साइड मैंने ऑलरेडी वर्क किया हुआ है
ठीक है, ये मैंने भेजा है पूरा बेसिक्स देखिए अप टू 23 पेजेस का, जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन, DDL, DML, ऑल दोस थिंग, क्रिएट टेबल, इंसर्ट, अपडेट,
ठीक है, सिंटेक्स के साथ में इसमें सब
सिंटेक्स के साथ, एग्जांपल के साथ।
ठीक, ओके,
डायरेक्ट प्रैक्टिस करो इससे, प्रैक्टिस के
Sure,
तो समझ में
sure.
आएगा, ऐसे समझ में आता है।
श्योर 100%।
After that also you are not able to bit, if you need bit of help, so just let me know. In weekdays
Sure.
I will take 2-3 classes at least. You are I will make you understandable that at least Oracle.
ठीक है, श्योर
Yes,
100%।
earlier already earlier I was taking the Oracle class up to I think 2, 3 or 4 years.
विद्युत एक काम करो ना, विद्युत किशन,
yes.
अगर कुछ ओरेकल की आप ओरेकल कोई क्लास है ना उसमें ज्वाइन कर लो इन लोगों को,
नहीं
जिनको पता है।
ओरेकल का कुछ क्लास में अभी पढ़ा नहीं रहा हूँ, जिसको हेल्प चाहिए मैं उसको सेपरेटली कर दे रहा हूँ ऐसे।
जिसको हेल्प चाहिए वो
टाइम नहीं हो रहा ना।
राइट
क्योंकि एवरीडे सैटरडे संडे 4 बैचेस है, एवरीडे एक बैचेस रहता है मेरा, अब ऑफिस का काम है।
और वर्क फ्रॉम होम ऊपर से नहीं, वर्क
फ्रॉम
फ्रॉम
होम तो ये लोग भी हालत कर
मॉर्निंग 10 to नाइट इवनिंग 10 PM है।
yes, so for that reason I am going slowly up to next 2-3 classes also I will go slow, then after that if you all are practicing well then only I can go to the like bit of fast.
ठीक no news.
Is it okay for everyone?
yes
Yes
one
Yeah, tell me.
out of the context I'm just asking you.
Yes,
Okay, for the virtual machine, if I want to set up virtual machine install, which one will be the best one, hyper or it is VM or a S-sphere, G-sphere?
I'm not getting, you are talking about VM and
Actually,
normal window, right?
In Windows 10, which one I should install?
I think for yes, for installation and for quick practice, window is the best. But if you are configured with VM, it should be one-time activity, but it's a very slow. Compare the window, VM is very slow. If you are working with real time also, you are working with machine, and indirectly you are working with a client machine.
Okay.
That is the difference, right? If you are logging in any VM to your client, it should be bit of slow than your normal window, right? Because you are connecting through the network. For that reason, it's slow. So VM like this only, it is a bit slow than the normal window.
Actually, I want to set up my one laptop where I can copy and paste, and I can take the VM as a backup, total backup, so that it should not damage my.
Yes, if you want, you can try. Let me check also my mail. I think VM, my mail or somewhere the VM will be there. Let me check.
Less than 1 minute. Shall we leave? No worry, no?
Yes, you can. So, Arindam, can you call me tomorrow offline so we can discuss if you have any doubts? No?
Definitely. At what time?
Okay, tomorrow anytime you can call me, but after 11.
After 11.
Correct.
Okay, actually, my daughter will be online, so it will be better. Can I connect you after 3 PM?
Sure, no problem. After 3 or 4 or 5, anytime you can call me. Okay. Directly call me on my mobile number, so I will help you on this. Okay?